Think about that carefully. Sacred objects covered in gold. Temples filled with gold. Treasures? Crowns? Altars? At first glance, it seems like gold represented power itself. But what if that is not the real message? What if the gold was never the power? Because throughout Scripture, gold surrounded things that were already considered significant. The gold reflected value. It did not create it. And that changes the meaning completely. In the book of Exodus, sacred objects were covered in gold. The ark, the lampstands, the temple furnishings. Beautiful, rare, expensive. But pause for a moment. Why would something material be connected to spiritual meaning? Because human beings naturally associate value with what is rare. What is difficult to obtain feels important. Gold does not rust easily. It lasts. It shines. It survives time. And maybe that is why it became symbolic. Not because gold itself carried power, but because it reflected ideas people already understood. Purity, endurance, worth. But here is where people often misunderstand the story. The power was never in the material itself. Because gold can decorate something empty. Think about that carefully. Something can look valuable and still lack meaning. Something can appear powerful and still be hollow underneath. And maybe that truth matters more today than ever. Because modern culture is deeply focused on appearance, image, status, luxury, visibility. People chase what shines, what attracts attention, what looks impressive from the outside. But the Bible repeatedly points towards something deeper. That outward beauty does not automatically equal inner value. And that creates an uncomfortable question. How much of modern life is built around appearance instead of substance? Think about social media. People carefully shape what others see. Success? Confidence? Perfection? But visible appearance does not always reveal inner reality. And maybe that is why stories involving gold still resonate deeply. Because people instinctively know that something can look extraordinary on the outside, while remaining empty underneath. Now here is another detail most people overlook. Gold was often connected to sacred things. Not ordinary things. That matters. Because it suggests something important. The material reflected the significance of what it surrounded. The object mattered first. The gold came second. And that reverses the way many people think today. Modern culture often assumes value comes from external appearance. Better clothes. More money. Higher status. More visibility. But the deeper biblical pattern suggests the opposite. True value begins internally. Character, purpose, meaning. And outward beauty becomes empty without those things underneath. Think about how many things in life lose meaning once appearance fades. Status changes. Money changes. Popularity changes. But substance remains. Integrity remains. Wisdom remains. Purpose remains. And maybe that is why gold became symbolic in the first place. Because it represented something lasting. Something refined. Something tested. Gold survives fire. Think about that carefully. Pressure reveals what is real. Heat exposes impurities. And perhaps that symbolism matters deeply. Because people also go through refinement. Difficult seasons. Pressure. Loss. Uncertainty. And those moments reveal things hidden beneath the surface. Fear. Pride. Weakness. Strength. Things comfort often hides. That is why difficult seasons change people. They expose what was already there. And maybe that is why scripture repeatedly connects refinement with gold. Not because material wealth was the goal, but because refinement reveals authenticity. Now think about modern life again. People spend enormous energy trying to appear valuable, but very little time asking deeper questions. Who are we becoming internally? What remains when appearances disappear? What survives pressure? Because eventually, every external thing changes. Beauty changes. Wealth changes. Recognition changes. But character becomes visible over time. And perhaps that is the deeper message hidden behind the symbolism of gold. The gold was never the true source of significance. It reflected significance that already existed underneath. And maybe that is why this topic still matters today. Because people still confuse visibility with value. Appearance with meaning. Luxury with purpose. But the deeper truth remains the same. What shines externally is not always what matters most internally. And what appears ordinary externally may carry extraordinary depth underneath. So the real question is not, why was gold important? The real question is, are we spending more time polishing appearances than developing what actually carries meaning? And if everything external disappeared tomorrow, what would remain underneath? If this made you think differently, subscribe to Grace Unseen for more hidden biblical truths and deeper meanings behind the stories most people overlook.